EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All day, baby, all day.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, gun, gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun, gun!
On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Gun, gun, gun!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Hey, Tuesday. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football and start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Focus.
The drive will start with counter. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down. That's countered. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Going top shelf. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Focus.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And James has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down.
The field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
SOS. Check 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
4 down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger once more. Throw that snap complete to Smith-Schuster. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Here we
the
go.
Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 4 down. What is that?
Spin to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Kings. Set! Black.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got Rodgers. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. We got 4. What is that?
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. The reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
22!
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
AB. Kings. Jack 16. Monday.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out, now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Watch Mike.
Final play of the half, it's Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off.
I know he ain't got it.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leaves them 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Hurry up, let's go!
To let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really try to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
And that's one inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Brooks Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Rodgers for a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rodgers from 19 yards away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
20. Gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Hey, let's go. Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey, gun. Four down. Alert. Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Single, slot. Hey, express. 25, check it out.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Tight end's right. 11. Here we go.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Last stop. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Strong right.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brooks Reed. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Let's go,
That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Roethlisberger. The out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! 180! Kings. I got him. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Low ball. Check 43. 4 down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Tight right.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Steelers have won the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.